Hello, my name is Odette. I'm a confidence coach, and I also coach people on sex, anxiety, well-being, and a bit of nutrition. And I teach meditation skills and mindfulness. I I decided to make this video because I feel really excited today. I woke up really excited, and recently been learning about boundaries. I did a course, and a lot has shifted in my life, and I got really triggered. So I wanted to talk about three things that encapsulate this topic for me. So the first thing is vulnerability. So it's basically the definition is to be exposed to the possibility of being attacked, feeling exposed, being exposed to be attacked physically, emotionally, or emotionally harmed. So when it comes to vulnerability, you could say, in a physical sense, it could be described as weak, very weak health, weak immune system, and also this involves a very low sense of emotional health, perhaps. So these are the physical manifestations of one feeling vulnerable, or the ignorance of something, perhaps being ignorant of something, or of some sort of social rule or bit of information can make you vulnerable to any sort of attack, like not having a good knowledge of how to keep your website private, your password details, your bank account, that sort of thing. So when it comes to boundaries, one looks at vulnerabilities very much. It's like a revolving door. So a healthy sense of vulnerability is in your interpersonal relationships, to be able to be open. So it means to be open, not exposed, but open to emotions, to feedback from others, and that can happen in a loving environment, in an interpersonal relationship. That you can create space for being open and vulnerable about your feelings and about who you are, and feel supported, assisted in your peer group, by your peers. So that's another way to look at vulnerability, but from a positive sense. Now, when it comes to boundaries, it's basically referred to a line that marks limits on an area or dividing line or space. So in personal relationships, we call it personal boundaries. So your personal, that's to do with the individual that you are. So basically, it's basically having guidelines or rules or limits that a person can create to identify reasonable and safe and permissible behavior for other people, or ways to have towards you. And basically, and how they wish to respond towards others too. So it's basically defining limits on how we